okay? Principle number 5 today, diet, your nutrition, what you eat, the fuel you put in your body to power your workouts and stimulate your recovery or assist your recovery, allow your recovery to happen. So remember from the other principle, all you're doing in here is stimulating your body to change. Nothing actually really changes in here structurally, you're just sending a message to change. Change happens whilst you're resting, whilst you're asleep, your off days. That change can only be allowed to happen if your nutrition is on point. If weight loss is your main goal, there's 2 things you need to focus on first and foremost. How many calories you're taking in versus how many you're burning. Without a calorie deficit, there is no weight loss. It doesn't matter how you get to that calorie deficit. There is no perfect diet. The perfect diet is the only one that you can stick to. If you've got a scientifically perfect method with perfect macro and micronutrient ratios designed to your DNA, it doesn't mean shit unless you can stick to it. So first and foremost, find a diet that suits your personality, your lifestyle, your daily habits. Get your calories in check. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to count your calories, but if you're failing at weight loss, irrespective of which diet you've chosen, then perhaps calorie counting may be needed for you for a period of time. Generally around 2 weeks, and you'll start to get an idea of how many calories are in the food you regularly eat. So calories must be in a deficit for weight loss, if weight loss is your goal. And vice versa, if weight gain is your goal, calories need to go up. You need to take in more than you burn. The second most important thing, or first important thing, is protein. If you're not giving your body the building blocks it needs to rebuild torn down tissue, nothing happens. Your exercise is pretty much wasted. You can work your ass off in the gym, but if you don't give your body the building blocks it needs outside of the gym, nothing happens. You strip down your body, you break down tissues when you're training hard. If you don't provide the bricks and mortar, the building blocks that allow your immune system, your entire biological system to heal and rebuild and lay down new tissues to be thicker and stronger, you haven't really gained much from that previous workout. As a rough gauge, anytime your stress levels are increased, be it through intense exercise or just daily life stress, 2 grams per kilo of body weight is your target. Some people argue that's too high, but as humans, it's in our nature. Someone says, I hit 200 grams of protein a day, we tend to get somewhere around 150 to 170. If I tell people we get 1.6 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, they'll fall short of that on a daily basis. So 2 grams per kilo of body weight is a good target to aim for, especially if you're performance-based. And it's not just about looking a little bit better. If you're performance-based and your protein intake is crap, your performance is crap. That's it. The simplest way to get decent protein in is through animal sources. Yes, you can do it being a vegan or a vegetarian, it just makes life much harder. So I always recommend meat, fish, fruits, vegetables. Anything outside of that, if it didn't grow, and the more removed it is from that initial growth process, the less nutrient dense it is in terms of macro and micronutrients. So yeah, control of your calories and your protein, the 2 most important parts of your diet. And I read something yesterday that basically said, paraphrasing here, if you don't have self-discipline, no diet can help you. Going back to what I said earlier, it doesn't matter how perfect or scientifically accurate a diet is, if you don't have the self-discipline to stick to it, it doesn't mean anything. You have to have the discipline to wake up every day and say yes to certain things and no to certain things, and be focused. So principle 5, diet, your nutrition, get it in check. 2 most important things, calories, protein content. Micronutrients are in the healthy foods. Everyone knows is healthy. You pick up a fast food burger, it's not going to be as healthy as a steak from the butcher's. you pick up a packet of crisps. Sure, for weight loss, again, calories is the most important thing, but your micronutrient content will also help the way you feel. It will allow your recovery to be more efficient, more thorough. So we know which foods are good for us and which foods are bad. Which foods are smart choices and which foods just a lazy last minute choice. Which leads to a really important point, planning. Plan your food. Don't just rely on, I'm hungry, I'm going to run to the shops. That always leads to bad choices. Don't have crap in the house. I don't care. I hear this a lot, oh, but I've got kids. Why do you want to feed your kids crap? Don't have crap in the house. If you want to eat crap, leave it in the shop. If you want it, you have to go out and get it, a single serving. If you fancy an ice cream, go to the shop and buy a single ice cream. Don't use your kids as an excuse for you having biscuits and crisps and frozen pizzas in the house. That's not food. That's junk. That's treats. Don't have it. If it's in the house, you'll eat it. By the end of the day, you get something called decision fatigue. Your decision fatigue ruins your ability to say no to shit foods. Don't have it in the house. Calories, protein, don't have bad food in the house. Self-discipline will allow you to stick to any sensible diet. Get your self-discipline in check.